yesterday. I should have. 1.5 is pretty short. It's only 5 pages. Well, 4, right? 4. So we should be. I tend to. I want to finish it today if we can. In the morning class, I left 1 page. I left 2 pages. We'll see how fast we can be done. All right. So if A is a real number, by the way, this notation here is belong. That little funny E is belong to, right? So it's belong to the set of real number. The script R is real number. And N is belong to, what is the N? What the script N stand for? The set of natural number, very natural number. Then A to the N is A times A times A times 8 and factors. So let's go through the properties. You need to remember this for the exam. I'm not giving this to you at the cheat sheet. There's no cheat sheet on the exam, by the way. So you gotta remember this. Best way to remember is do a lot of homework. Okay, so for example, if I have A to the M times A to the N, it's equal A to the M plus N. As long as the base is the same, you're allowed to add the exponent. Okay, so for example, if I have 3 to the 4 times 3 to the negative 7, I can add them together. So 3 to the 4 plus negative 7, which is 3 to the negative 3. Now, I don't like negative exponent, but I'm going to show you how to make it disappear, right? which is later rules. So I'm not going to box it. Leave it like that for now. For the second rule, if multiplication is addition, then division is subtraction, as long as you have the same base. Okay? So for example, if I have, say, 5 to the 5th over 5 to the, say 5 to the 3rd is 5 to the 5th minus 3, which is 5 to the square, which is 25. Distribution, power rule for exponents. If I have x squared and then outside I have cube, then you can multiply the power together, right? So we're gonna x to the 2 times 3, which is x to the 6. Notice that for the power rule, it's different than the product rule. Do the student, a lot of times they mistake it. How many base I have here? Only one. Only one base. Here I have multiple base. And then you add, you have one base and then many powers, you multiply. For rule number 4 is based on rule number 3. So a, b to the n power, all you do is distribute the n to each of the factor. Right. So for example, if I have, say, x squared, y to the cube, and then square again, right? All I do is distribute the square into each of the factor. So I'm gonna have x squared, which is x to the 4. xy cubed square is y to the 6. Do you have any questions so far? Yes.
You have to write a little symbol indicating the multiplication, or can you just write x to the 4 y?
Oh, you can write. Do you mean the little yellow arrow?
Like on the one we just did, the final answer. And the dot, it says
oh,
you have to put that there.
This?
Yeah.
You don't have to. It's just a habit of me saying multiplication. I'll get rid of it. Okay. Rule number 5, if I have a divided by b to the n, same thing with rule number 4. You distribute n into each of the power. As long as b is not 0, it can divide by 0. So this rule right here, say I have 5 over x cubed. And then you distribute it, right? So 5 cubed over x cubed. What's 5 cubed equal? 25. Rule number 6. A to the negative n is equal 1 over a to the n. Now, a to the negative n, I like to write it as a to the negative n over 1. If it involves fraction, then I like to put the number over 1. That's why all integers are fractions. I say 3, you can say 3 over 1. Okay? Even 0 over 1. Okay, so all you do is just flip it, right? Flip it and then turn the negative power into a positive power. That's it. So for example, if I have, I have an example here. Maybe I'll pull it down. I'll pull this guy down here. 3 to the negative 3. Again, you can put it over 1. And all you do is you flip it. So 1 over 3 cubed, which is 1 over 27. That's what I meant by I don't like negative exponents, right? You're supposed to stick to positive exponents. Can someone tell me what's rule number 7 based on rule number 6? Yes. and then, yeah, and then, okay, so flip, right? So you flip, so b 1 over a, so now b over a, and make sure you turn the power into positive power. So for example, if I have, can someone give me an example? Can someone give me an example? It helps you if you give yourself an example. Give me an example. Some numbers. Go ahead. No one, not one, because we try to avoid number 6. Something else. 3, 7 to the. No. Go ahead. Finish. Yeah, that's it. That's it. And then now 7 cubed and 3 cubed, which is 27. What's 7 cubed equal? I'm gonna mess it up. 98. Thank you. Yeah, really? 98? Yeah. It's 3, 4, 3. Too little. All right, so those are rules. There's one more or 2 more. So you should use these rules for your homework. Right? Most of your homework is based on these rules. Okay, so 0 exponents. You've been told that anything to the 0 power is equal to 1. Why is that? You never asked, do you? You never asked. So say a to the 0 is equal 1. Let me explain it to you. I'm gonna write a to the 0 as a to the p minus p. Is that okay? P minus p 0. I'm gonna apply rule number 1. Can someone split the 2 a's into? I'm sorry. Can someone split? Can someone split this for me? Using number 1. Yeah, go ahead. What? A to the p times. Yeah. A to the n plus n is equal a to the m times a to the n, right? Good. Mm-hmm. Here to here is number 1. One more. Can someone use rule number 6 to get rid of the negative power? So I'm rewrite a to the p, the first factor. But the second factor, I need to change it into something that is not a negative exponent. Yeah, 1 over AP. From here to here, number 6, which is equal to 1, right? 1. That's why a to the 0 is 1. Why? Okay, you can answer this now. Why the 0 to the power is undefined? I'll give you 2 bonus check mark on your exam, first exam. You can answer that question. 2 extra, yes. Hmm?
You can't make like any fraction out of that. Like we're gonna put in like a example. You can't plot the 0 on the opposite side as like a denominator.
Very good, right? If I plug in, instead of a, I plug in 0 for the base, right? 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. That's new, right? So by division rule, 0 is to 0 is undefined. 2 extra bonus check mark for your exam. You can write your name up here though. Oh, you know what? Email me when the exam comes so that I don't forget.
Okay,
Yeah.
when the exam comes.
Yeah. Okay. You guys try this. I'll walk around, see how you do. After this, you can leave. But we stop right here in the morning too. Number one. Anybody can answer. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Last one. Very good. Yeah, 0 to the 0 power is undefined. Two.